Well, now at 5:30, a cry for help in Lake Worth Beach. Sheriff's deputies there showing up at a home after a neighbor called 911.
But as it turns out, it wasn't a person calling for help. It was a parrot. Only on CBS 12 News, our Kristen Chapman introduces us to Rambo.
Rambo. This is Rambo, the soon-to-be 40-year-old yellow-nape Amazon. He lives in Lake Worth Beach with his owners Gia Jury and Jason Sprigg.
It's more like an uncle to my kids than he is an actual bird. And he thinks he's human too, so it works out.
Uncle Rambo can typically be found perched in their backyard, rattling off different expressions.
Rambo!
And about a week ago, Rambo said this. Only the parrot's help was more like a help me, help me. It was louder and longer and caught the attention of the family's neighbor.
She thought it was a girl being thrown in the pool, and then when it kept going on and on, she decided she should call the police.
Sprigg was greeted in his driveway by 4 Palm Beach County Sheriff deputies who needed answers, so he immediately showed them Rambo.
We had a good talk, a good laugh, and then I proceeded to bring him down the block and introduce him to the neighbor that called the police.
Sprigg says Rambo has been in his family since the bird was 1 year old, so he and his younger brothers would mess with their parents by teaching him to say funny things.
Back then, we started teaching him help, let me out, just as something that he could scream when he was in the cage, and he would say it. Didn't take him very long. Help, help, let me out, help, let me out.
Decades later, that funny expression landed them here with a funny story, and fortunately, no charges filed.
Just had absolutely no thought something like that would ever happen. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye!
The family says Rambo should live to be 80 years old. They also reiterated they're very glad that the neighbor called for help when they thought something was wrong. Now they just think the whole thing is really funny. Reporting live, Kristen Chapman, CBS 12 News.
Well, National Weather Service